If you have ever played Pokemon Oros, or the older Generation 3 games, you may have come across a certain house on Route 111, where you have to have 4 consecutive battles with peculiar family in order to earn the held item, the Macho Brace. This gauntlet always stood out to me for multiple reasons. First, these battles are unique. You face off against a whole family of Pokemon trainers. A daughter, her parents, and the grandma of the family. Family also has a very unique naming convention. Everyone's names start with the letter V, and they relate to victory somehow. The first battle is against the dad, Victor, the second with the mom, Victoria, and the third against their daughter, Vivi. The last battle with Vicky, the grandma. The second reason the Winstrates always stood out to me is the mystery of their son, Vito. And where is he? The family members mentioned this Vito guy once you've beaten them all and talked to them inside their home. They say Vito is far stronger than any of them, and that he is probably facing the Elite Four right now. The mystery of who Vito is and the team he has, and if I would ever face him in battle, always intrigued me as a child. I thought maybe I could see him when I'm taking down Team Aqua or Magma, in a cool twist, or maybe he's a part of the team's higher-ups. I thought with all this setup for his unique family that maybe Vito would be an important character. I would for sure run into him and be reminded of his family waiting for him back home to return as champion. Once I beat the game as a child, I realized Vito never appeared. Perhaps he was at the battle frontier that I never really explored, but he wasn't there either. After that, I gave up, as a child at least, and moved on to newer, shinier things. Now that I've been replaying Oros as an adult, I came across this old mystery once again, and I was determined to find Vito, then wipe the floor with him. Based on the clues his family gave me, he might be somewhere near the Elite Four, like in Victory Road maybe? Well, after wandering around in the dark, stumbled upon an ace trainer, tucked away on the bottom floor near some waterfalls, and his name was Vito. And before we started the battle, he said to me, "I trained together with my family my whole life, every one of them. I'm not losing to anyone." But he never stood a chance. In the Oros or remake versions of the Gen 3 games, his team consists of an Electrode that of course knows explosion, a Swalot, and a Darmanitan. Once I clapped him, he cried, "Better than my family? Is that possible?" After crushing his dreams, if you speak to him again, he says, "I was better than everyone in my family. I've never lost before. I've lost my confidence. Maybe I'll go home." I am glad I solved the mystery that's been eating away at me since my elementary years. I do think Oros did him dirty by removing his fourth party member like he had in the older games. I think the fight would have been more interesting if he still had his Shiftry or Kadabra. I honestly love the fun NPC side stories the Gen 3 games had, and I wish Game Freak still had the world building like this in their newer games. Subscribe for more Pokemon stuff.